Well, welcome back, guys. It's another episode of Pete's Gold Adventures. Yep, we're back out bush, and today we are back where I got that 1.5 grammer that went back to better 1.34, I think, after it came out of the acid. So same area, plenty of debris to move. Like, there is stuff everywhere. The bush is thick, so gives you plenty of opportunity to get onto a bit of gold. Now, I think we had something like 30 plus mils of rain yesterday. So the creeks are somewhat flowing, so it would have been a great day to get out and do a bit of high banking. But I was a little bit keen to get back here. It's been a couple of weeks now, so when you get onto an area, it's got some good gold. Well, hopefully it can keep producing. So this is the area I'm going to be hitting up. A lot of debris on the ground, a lot of bushes, pretty hard to move around in. But that makes it better if you're willing to just move a little bit of debris out of the way. Get in amongst these bushes, you never know what you can turn up. Even all this stuff up on the ground here. Well and truly dead. It's been there quite some time, so you just never know. You might be able to turn up a nugget if you sort of just pull a little bit out of the way. I'll check this out. See, little wallaby just bouncing off there. How cool is that? Little wallaby out in the wild. So the ground is quite saturated. Hopefully won't sort of play funny buggers with the hot ironstone around here. Might amp it up a bit, but the 45 doesn't mind the wet ground. So this is an area that was surfaced back in the gold rush days. You can see the exposed bedrock here, where the old timers basically dug out, who knows, could have been a foot, could have been 2 foot of gravels and took it away to be washed. Like, it may have been just hydraulically sluiced out of here, may have been just scooped up, chucked in the cart and taken off to a puddler, or they may have like water races nearby that they had their sluice boxes set up. But this is not natural ground level. You can see piles of stone all over the place. Guys, let's get stuck into it. The sun was out, some ominous looking clouds are coming. I should have got out of here. It's actually like midday. Bit of a slow start today, but let's get the 45 going and see if we can get a little bit of gold. It would be nice, but hey, it's good just being out in the bush, isn't it? So, can always drop past the creek to have a bit of a pan if I need to get a bit of colour, but we'll see how we go. Just never know. Alrighty, let's fire up this 45, see if we can get a bit of gold. Well, it's gone from sunshine pretty much to, yeah, got a little bit cloudy. Now it's raining. It's not going too well for me today. I've hardly got well, actually I haven't got a target. Not one target in my area that I was trying to hit up. Last time I was here I did get to 3 anyway, so 1 bit of trash and 2 bits of gold. Well, the raid is sort of somewhat starting to let up. I sort of hit under the biggest, fattest tree with the most branches hanging off of it. Try and keep somewhat dry because car's a couple hundred meters away, so not ready to stop yet, but rain might force me to. Hopefully it will stay away and yeah, we'll get back into it. But it's spitting a bit now, so might fire things back up and have another go. But yeah, a little bit of interference from the weather, a little bit of electrical interference, so that doesn't help. The 45 itself is running reasonably stable on the damp ground. Yeah, if a target would pop up, that would be nice. But anyway, I think it's somewhat stopped enough. Let's get back into it. Well guys, as you can see, I don't have the GPX anymore. I put that back in the car. I got rained on pretty good for a second time, and I thought, no, this is getting a bit much. So I'm back in my little creek that I was at the other week. I've come up the other end. Looks pretty good. A little bit of water flowing in it today, so be able to give a little bit of a wash in more places, hopefully. So we'll give that a crack. Yeah, got quite a nice little bend going on here. So the creek sort of makes its way down here. Quite the sharp little bend just here. So it's looking pretty good. It's a little bit more snaky this direction than the other way I went last time. And we got some decent gold. So we've got some nice quartz piling up here. So obviously a little bit of slow moving water, and she's dropping out some big ones. Might be worth a good little test just here. Yeah, so there's a few bits of water. Like, I don't know, that puddle looks pretty deep. Yeah, what I'm going to give a crack is the rotor pan. So I've got the rotor pan out, so we'll give that a bit of a go. They work really well underwater. So last time I didn't have quite as deep a tub, so this one I can actually get it under the water. It will wash better. Anyway guys, I'm going to get this set up and yeah, see how we go, because I think it's about to rain again. Righto, so I've done, I don't know, half dozen, 6 or 8 shovels just out of this section just here. So just for like a test, we'll pan it off, see what we've got. So hopefully might have a few little colours in there, because it's a reasonable amount of gravel sort of wash, so I'd like to have, I don't know, something would be nice. Anyway, let's find out. Sure I'm going to go today. I think the weather's going to get me. Not looking good again. And here comes the rain. Righto guys, not so great. One little bit just there. A few little fly poops, but that's about it. Maybe just not such a good spot. Maybe I just try up a little further. So I'm actually going to use the basket. I know it's really accurate and I'll know what I'm getting. I'm not losing it into the bucket, because I don't know whether I'll get around to processing what's in the bucket just to test it, to see if anything falls past the old rotor pan. But yeah, I don't think I've got a long time. The weather is not good. I'm getting rained on again at the moment. So I'm going to give the classifying basket a couple of cracks and see what it can come up with. It might be just a bit quicker to move around, just to find a nice spot, and then possibly give the old rotor pan another crack. But anyway guys, I'm going to give it a go right here, I reckon. See how we go. guys, so that was a bust. That wasn't very good at all. Yeah, the first one had one speck, next one had none. This one's actually got quite a lot of fine gold. I've actually gone up around the corner. Might actually drag my gear up there because there's probably a deep enough puddle to pan. But yeah, I'll give you a bit of a look. It's not too bad, it's all fly poop, but a fair bit of it. Alrighty guys, so as you can see across the top there, yeah, quite the smile of fines. It's, should be 20-30 fine poop count. So yeah, wouldn't weigh much, but it looks a little somewhat impressive if you had a lot of it. But anyway, we'll go up around the corner, we'll give it another crack. Okay, so the area I just hit up is just there. So as you can see, it sort of comes around a bit of a narrow bend and opens up to a wide mouth. So I figure things would be flying around this corner when there's a bit of water flow, and then slow down somewhat and drop out. So it's one continuous bend, then sort of dips up around the corner there. So yeah, maybe this whole area just here might actually be somewhat okay. I'll have to take another pan or two out of here and see what we can come up with. Because look, that fine stuff does add up. But yeah, a couple of chunkers sort of get you well on the way though. Alrighty, let's get cracking on another pan. Second pan out of that area, not as good as the first. It's all quite fine still. There is gold there, but yeah, maybe I'll just keep moving up towards the front. Maybe just shift out a bit into the looser gravel. There's plenty of big stone there, so heavies are dropping out, so maybe it just didn't quite get on this slick little corner here. The gravel's quite shallow, it's going straight down onto clay basically, so I'll just move out a bit. So there we go, cut across. Alrighty, there we have it. I don't know, maybe a 10 to 15 fly poop count, but yeah, we need some chunky stuff because that's what gets the scales moving. I've done about another 4 pans since that last one, and one actually had none, and the rest sort of had half dozen little fly poops, nothing great. The best has sort of come out of this strip where we first started. I dotted a couple across, not much at all. There's another bend up a little bit further. Might rock up there and give that a go. But yeah, I'll give you a look at a little bit of gold what I got in that one. Well, there we go, just up the top there. You can see half a dozen fly poops. That's about the extent of it. Not very good at all. So yeah, really the best of it sort of came out of that strip just there. See across to the right, I've done a little hole. Another little hole over the right. About there. But yeah, not impressed. So we'll rock up the creek a bit further, see what we can get. Just here we have a bit of a junction of 2 creeks. Main creek keeps going up there. We've got this little side creek coming in. Probably more of a gutter than a creek, but yeah, it's just coming down through the digging, so it would be carrying gold. Just where the junction is here, I have quite a lot of large rock, so obviously the large rocks are dropping out. Hopefully the gold is with it and we can get a few specks here. But yeah, I'll attack this spot next, give it a couple of test pans, see how it goes. It's crunchy. Well, half a dozen fly poops at best again. No pickers, stickers or any chunky monkeys in there, so to get any sort of kind of weight up, you really need something like that. Like, pound your guts out all day, you don't get much weight out of fly poo. I know, I was going to have a bit of a wander up the creek, see if we can find something that would be stopping gold for a long period of time rather than just these, no, they're not in seasonal creeks. They flow when it rains, they stop when it's not. Yeah. Got a bit of a tree stack up here. Bit of a pile up of trees. Looks like it's been stopping the water enough to sort of create a bit of a whirlpool up in there to ate the bank away. But yeah, we'll jump over them. A bit of a look. The old bank's been collapsing in. That's an old timer's digging, so probably worth detecting that. Yeah, look in amongst this stump. It's been here a long time. It's got a lot of crap on it though. Be a bit hard to get to. But it has been creating a bit of erosion. Pushing the water up into the bank. Eating it away. I know, might be difficult to get into. Well, I've walked a long way up the creek and yeah, this bit looks pretty interesting. It's all carved out through some fairly tough looking gravels by the looks of it. Definitely interesting to get up here for a bit of a test. Only thing is I'd have to find a way up here because the road I'm on doesn't come up here. Be good, there'd be plenty of water here to high bank too. Big lump of bedrock down there. That's what we're talking about. We need something like that. Something's going to hold up a bit of gravel. Gold ain't going to get past. Interesting. Might have to find my way up here. Maybe not today, but soon. Well, I done a snuffer dump. There was a tiny little smile there. It wasn't much of one. It's all quite fine stuff, so doesn't really add up to much. So I don't think I'll bother weighing that one off. But look, it's a funny day. Came out for a swing. Primarily, that's what I wanted to do. Got rained out. Now, look, we've got one more little shower while it's panning, and then it's gone away, and it's basically gone back to blue sky. So there you go. But anyway, all's good. Anyway, guys, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.